The phenomenon is undeniable. Everyone has experienced it. You could be at the park, or the mall, or the grocery store, or in a restaurant. You feel someone's gaze, their probing stare, burrowing into the back of your head. You turn around, and like clockwork, they could be staring at you with love, hate, or just curiosity. You felt it. Both of you, momentarily startled, realize that your minds have just touched.
Anyone who listens or watches on a regular basis knows that we're teleprompter free at Infowars.com. We don't follow outside talking points. We research what's happening in the culture, what's unfolding in the news, and try to give the public the most accurate analysis that we can. We don't engage in a lot of speculation either. That said, I'm just going to speak from the heart here. Most of us in our lives have had experiences where we have forewarnings or ominous feelings before something really bad happens. Call it a sixth sense. And a lot of mainline scientific journals have documented the fact that that research has been done. And it's not just in humans. We know that birds like geese and ducks know how to fly south for the winter along exact magnetic lines, even though they just hatched out a few months before in Canada. We know that fish and rodents and other animals have been able to basically respond and predict with their behavior when earthquakes or other major earth changes are coming. Scientists don't exactly understand this, but we know that if we ignore it, we do so at our own peril. That said, I personally in my life have had many experiences where I've had dreams that came exactly true. Of being mugged when I was a teenager, had a dream about it months before in vivid color. As it happened, I couldn't believe it. It was in living color, happening for real. I had a dream of a car wreck that happened exactly as I had seen it, again, a few months before. It's probably genetic because my father and his mother had a lot of similar events like that. And that's beyond birds having magnetic cells in their brains that basically dial in like GPS and track magnetic lines of the earth. It's beyond that, but I would imagine somehow connected to it. And I'm sharing personal stories here with you today because on a Richter scale of 1 to 10, the feelings I'm having and the anxiety I'm having is a 10 compared to previous things in my life that were a 1 or a 2 that I ignored at my own peril. This has been going on for about 3 weeks. So I quietly started to talk to crew around the office, but also people at the gym and family and folks at the grocery store. And I started asking people, I did this today. I hadn't told anybody about this except Dew, who's behind the camera last week. I started asking people around the office, how you doing? How you feeling? And to a person, they'd say, you know, it's really funny. I just feel like something really bad's going on and something really bad's about to happen. And my uncle, who doesn't even listen to your show, was bringing it up to me just the other night, and this person and that person. So I talked to other people, and they all said the same thing, that there's this feeling of we need to get ready. We need to get prepared. Something big is about to happen. Maybe it's already happened and we don't know. So I really want to just start a debate and a discussion. I want to create a forum at Infowars.com and on the YouTube channel and PrisonPlanet.tv to discuss, are you picking up any sixth sense? What is your spider sense telling you? Or are you picking up peaches and cream, everything's fine? I'd love to hear that. And if you are picking up increased anxiety, what is it your subconscious is tuning into? We know the subconscious is conservatively 100 times more powerful than the conscious mind. The cerebral cortex, the front, left, and right lobes can only focus on limited data and then try to condense that down with tunnel vision to carry out tasks. But the subconscious has all the data, both subliminals that the globalists are pushing and all the other information to come to larger decisions. And then it will prompt the conscious mind to start investigating. Is it all the subliminals that we've caught AARP and the Ad Council, the federal government? Is it the subliminals preparing for martial law where they run sub-audio so low the conscious mind can't pick it up? They admitted they did that. Or the other subliminals we've been catching and our listeners have been catching. Is it that? Is it the system wants us to have anxiety? And is it just subliminals? I hope that's it. But canvassing friends, family, and others, and people that don't even listen, one of the most common threads I've been getting the last week is, it's like the world has changed and some evil has been released. I've gotten that from about 8 different people separately. And they say suddenly the propaganda's changed in the media. It's gotten more intense, more naked. Things we never would have put up with just 5 years ago are just in our face. Is it a coming war with Russia? Is it economic collapse as those numbers come in? I was talking to Rob Dew earlier today, and he said it's probably something we're not expecting. It's probably not a huge ISIS attack. It's from some angle that we're not expecting. And I think he's probably right. But I think it's because of the overall background anxiety that folks are freaking out about things like Jade Helm, not because it's the actual event, but because it's a focal point for people to release their anxiety. And there's a lot of reasons to be concerned about open military drills and the fact that the Pentagon admits they're preparing for war with the people. But why would folks suddenly listen to us and get even more freaked out than we are? Why would governors and senators and House members say, we are concerned about martial law and we understand and we're going to try to stop it? I think it's because in their gut, and boy, I'd love to talk to them, they understand that something big is happening and is about to happen. We have to go into that subconscious and have a public debate about it in the group subconscious, bring it forward to the conscious level to try to discover exactly what's happening. This is the ultimate mystery in my lifetime. I feel like, in fact, I know the clock is ticking, and the overdriving feeling is do something, change it, don't let this happen. We can save the planet. We can stop it. Is it stop the madness of humanity, the group collective going insane because of the way we've been programmed? The way we've been told we're the zombie apocalypse, we're crap, we're over? Is it the subconscious realizing we're being poisoned and saying stop it? Is it the race consciousness of humanity wanting to be based on wholesomeness and not based on lies? I think it's all of those things, but something has fundamentally changed. Something has shifted, and everyone I talk to, of every race, color, and creed and age, says, yeah, you ask how I'm doing, I just seem like something's wrong, something's going on. Is it that we know the economy's getting worse and they're lying to us? I think it's all of those things, but there's something else that's changed. One thing I heard from the dozens of folks I've talked to, I'm not going off notes here, just memory, is, yeah, the media keeps hyping that aliens are about to arrive. And look, I don't know. Or maybe AI is going to be announced. I don't know. Something's changed in our universe big time. It affects us all. And we have these instincts that have helped us survive this long, and mine are just redlining right now. Just redlining. And I think everybody else out there can obviously feel it. If you're not feeling it, please let me know. If you are, let me know in the comments below at Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com. We'll be covering this all tomorrow on the radio, and I think all week. I think I'm going to cancel a lot of guests and really just focus on discussing what is the underlying unconscious saying about the world and why are so many people so freaked out right now. That's basically it. Thank you again for spending time to watch this. Again, I need to know what you're thinking. You need to know what I'm thinking. Let's come together and try to figure out exactly what's happening. I'm Alex Jones signing off for Infowars.com. And that's basically all I have to say at this point. Thank you. This is undoubtedly a one-of-a-kind broadcast. I've never come out and talked like this or been this honest. Desperate times need desperate measures. And is this my collective ghost dance for humanity? Maybe it is, but something bad's about to happen. In fact, that's another thing. It's bad. Again, it's already happening, whatever it is. It's bad. All right. That's it, Rob. Thanks.
Did you know that only 6 corporations control 90% of what millions of Americans see, hear, and read every single day? It's the illusion of choice. Think about it. The mainstream media is owned by only a handful of megacorporations with vested interests. But on the other hand, the internet is an interconnected network of billions of sources. So you can research information for yourself from multiple sources, or you can blindly accept what you hear or read in the mainstream media, never questioning what you are being told. This gives you a false sense of reality. I mean, do you actually know what you think you know? Or have you been programmed to accept someone else's version of events? Think about it. This is Darren McBreen, and I want you to break the matrix at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv and listen to The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on your mind.